Good morning, everyone. It is morning. How is everyone today? I've got Facebook here, I've got YouTube here. Good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm going to cough. Hold on. I hope that wasn't too loud. Sorry about that. Woo, okay. Good morning. It is time motivation minute. And it's funny because as I was going live on YouTube, I saw one that I did, I think it said 5 days ago, and I was wearing the same shirt. And I'm like, uh-oh, if I'm going to keep being going live right after my walks in the morning, then I might have to get some more workout clothes. So there you go, because I had the same shirt on. But anyway, y'all can deal with it, right? Different hat, same shirt, all good. How is everyone this Monday morning? As I was on my walk this morning, first of all, it's just amazingly beautiful out there. The weather is fantastic. In fact, it felt like I was in Southern California on a brisk walk in the morning. It was so great outside. So I love this weather. But I was listening to my book, my Audible, as I tend to do on my walks. I always listen to something motivating. And today he was talking a little, it was The Rhythm of Life by Matthew Kelly, and he was talking about fear. And as I was walking and listening, it's like, so many of us operate out of fear, and I'm including myself in that. So if you're one of those, then I'm right there with you. But then I was like, okay, then what is that? Why is that? So you always hear that acronym for fear, false evidence appearing real. And I'm like, but what does that mean? Because sometimes things really are real for people who have fear. And that took me to a place you're just going to have to roll with me as my squirrel brain this morning, because it just kind of went all over the place. But I thought, there are people who have a fear of heights, and that's real for them. And then that took me to the Grand Canyon and how they have that clear uh, bridge that you can walk out over the Grand Canyon and look down, and you're just like in the middle of nothing. And I'm like, boy, for people who have a fear of height, that would be really a huge leap of faith to walk out on that bridge. But then I thought, well, how many times has that bridge faltered? None that I know of. And it's there. They created it with sturdiness and purpose, and its purpose was not to allow people to fall, right? But it still takes a huge leap of faith because that fear of falling is real. So then my squirrel brain went over to the Indiana Jones movies. And I can't remember exactly which one this was. I'll have to go back and find, hopefully, I can find a clip for you guys. But remember that one where he had that book, and the book showed all the things of how to get through the maze to the cup, right? And one of the things was there was this huge cavern, basically, and it was going from one side to the next. And the book showed this man on the edge of safety stepping out. His foot was stepping out into nothing. There was nothing written in the book, no image. And as they were standing there looking, they couldn't see how they were going to get across this huge gap, this huge cavern. And but Indiana Jones had faith, number one, in that book, because everything in that book had led them up to this point. So he went ahead, he put his foot out, he kind of closed his eyes, and he stepped. And boom, he stepped on something solid. And then he's like, wow, what is this? So then he bent down and picked up, I'll just call it sand, gravel, whatever it was, and he threw it out. And then they could see that there was a bridge that bridged that gap, literally. But you know what? He had to take that first step of faith to even feel the bridge, and it was camouflaged, right? It was camouflaged. They couldn't see it. But once he threw that sand there, he could see it. And then they all had faith that it was there because then they could see it. My encouragement for you today, or my question really, is where's that sand for you? What is the sand that you need to grab onto and throw out in order for you to see what's laid out in front of you. There are so many things in front of us that are there, but we choose not to see them out of fear. And that's a very normal emotion, a very normal reaction. But what is that sand for you guys? So my thoughts were that sand is courage, right? That you need to have courage to take that step out of faith and then find the sand to throw on there. So maybe the step is the courageous act, right? And then the sand is the necessary people or things that you need to surround yourself with in order to help you continue on with that journey to see what you can't see. So maybe ask your friends or family members what it is that they see in you that maybe you're avoiding out of fear in your business. Maybe get a coach, right? A coach or a mentor to help you see the things that you can't see and illuminate the path for you with that sand or with the flashlight or with whatever mode that you need to use to see what you need to see. All right. Guys, take that first step of faith. I know it's really hard sometimes. I'm in that boat with you. I am stepping out in faith every day, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's really hard. But you have to take that step of faith, and then you have to find that sand, whatever that sand is for you, to throw out, and then just all of a sudden, oh, you see the path, right? You see that path that's set in front of you, and you're like, oh, I couldn't see it before, but now I see it. So I want to encourage all of you today to take one step out in faith to overcome that fear that you have. And I would love to know one of either your fears, your greatest fears, or that step that you took today to get a little bit closer to your goals and away from your fears. So comment either one of those because I know it's kind of scary to share your fears in a public setting. But you know what? When we acknowledge them and put them out there, they become less fearful. And that in and of itself is a step of faith, is sharing what your fears are and then allowing people to rally around you and become your sand to light your path. So there you go, guys. I hope that was helpful. My name is Dawn Shannon. I'm with Jovi Strategies. I'm your accountability coach. And this has been Morning Motivation Minute. Y'all have a great day. Check back with me later. I'm going to have Map It Out Monday, where we're going to map out your week and make sure that you guys are focusing on your goals, moving the needle in your business, getting done what you want to get done this week. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.